Alright, finally. Part of my crazy look. Definitely had a little bit of the technical difficulty earlier, a lot of background noise, so pardon me. Either way, NXT, I think it falls directly into place to, you know, do NXT like this. I was gonna go to Forbes and look up what these cats was doing, but I like the Bleacher Report. They do a grading system. They're a little harsh on this week's episode, but you know, I'm not here to say whether that's the right or wrong thing. All I know is it should put everyone, on notice that we watching and don't be so critical. I mean, everyone's allowed their their way of going about this, but you know, morale NXT 2.0 has been so. How Eric Bischoff said it most recently. He said NXT 2.0 is going through an identity crisis. I can't even disagree with it. I think that since Triple H had to step down for a little while, hopefully for a little while, maybe he'll be back. Maybe not. You know, the process of going from NXT to the main roster has been average, to say the very least. Pardon. But it's been only okay. And like, when's the last time you had a superstar from NXT come up and there was like mass excitement, and then this really led to something? This goes back to Days of the Shield. I know Ember came up, but look how that happened. It's some Raw after Manias where it was pretty exciting, but looking at the right now with just that roster and the entire streamline process from uh, NXT to one of the shows, Raw or SmackDown, I'm not really seeing the excitement. And you look at Tony Storm, where's she? You look at Shotzi, look at Tegan. All of them right now could have been just fine on NXT 2.0, but are they any better on the main roster? The roster down there was getting a little bloated. So now with all of the changes, it just seems like these are the agitated periods where we get to what we're actually trying to get to. So identity crisis much? NXT 2.0? Yeah, definitely in its infancy all over again. Just got some veteran competitors to walk everybody up the ladder. Either way, I'm liking Toxic Attraction. I'm liking all three of them. I'm liking how Mandy is now the leader of a faction. That speaks, and it really speaks to, her growth as a character. Um, we don't know where or when she had this change in the attitude, but I like it. We all know she's attractive and been that, so now she got two more under the wing. I think it works out really well. So, who did they take on? Pardon me. We gonna find out. Io Shirai, Casey Catanzaro, and Kaden Carter. Okay, so Casey and Kaden, feel good team. Io Shirai. It's good to know she back after that ladder spot at Halloween Havoc. Jesus. I mean, everyone's in a really good spot there. I didn't catch NXT this week, but for right now, just the overview, the state of the NXT 2.0 address or whatever. Yeah, everyone's looking okay right now. Either way, the match happened. Six-woman tag, Toxic Attraction defeats Shirai Catanzaro and Carter by pinfall, and they get a C plus. Son is saying it started slow but picked up later on down the line. I'm hearing the chops couldn't have been as they weren't as good as they could have been. Just as far as in-ring work. I'm interested to see where JC Jane is at as far as in-ring. Gigi Dolan is just fine. She's We are positive on her over here. And the women's tag team championships. We're building to that. I would like to see Kat and Zara and Carter pull that off. I think that can happen. But not yet. It's been so long building toward it. It definitely can mean something. Kaylee Ray took on Saray. Now, whatever else was going on backstage with MSK looking for the shaman and all this craziness, walked past them. So Kaylee Ray walked past, and then and she took on Saray, and it was just they gotta see. Ill, pardon me for looking at this. I'm reading and seeing the analysis. I would need to know how long this match lasted for, especially when Bruss saying with the quote, "This never got enough time to feel like more than a sequence of moves." I can understand that because these 2 and 3 minute matches don't really speak to the talent of the roster. So it's like, if you're not gonna let the roster showcase their talent because of a PG product, then why sign them? That's how I feel. Gacy versus Bola. Gacy, if I can remember correct, is this the all accepting social justice warrior guy that used to be like a closet racist or something like that? Either way. And Boa. The Gacy beat Boa by DQ, and the match was a D plus. Jeez, that's see now. Was it that bad? What was the analysis on that? Lights going low. Oh boy, playing music during a match is corny and does not establish the move WWE is trying to deliver. What I'm seeing is NXT trying to be Raw and SmackDown too much, and that's because of who we know is backstage now. It's not Triple H. I'm not against the idea of music during a match. It's only right to do it sometimes. But this guy has nowhere near the clout that Finn did during that match against was that Roman for the Universal Championship? So yeah, no, that's not okay. It is corny, but it's not corny overall. Either way, this guy gave the match a D plus, so I almost want to ignore that because he's just being unfair now. But I would have had to seen the show, so we'll come back to him next week and see if he got something rude to say. But we'll see. Ikemen Jiro and Kushida. Kushida needed a character really, really bad, and now Jiro, pardon me. Now Jiro is being that other side that he needed. Kushida's been in such a I'm a nice guy, but then I'm a really, really wicked, vicious superstar thing for too long. He needs a spot to stay in. So now for him to go all the way happy-go-lucky with this cat jacket, I mean, I don't know. The Creed brothers and Diamond Mine, I'm actually 100% behind them. So I would figure that a tag team match like this, regardless of how it happened or ended, which it ended by pinfall, it would get a better grade than a C plus. This is what I mean. Like, what is everyone looking for when it comes to these matches? Cameron Grimes, Rufin, they fought. Okay, we'll get to that. And then Raquel Gonzalez calls out Dakota Kai. Grimes' match was a B, and Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez is building. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's there's a chance to make that into like a really big rivalry down the line. Now, LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa and Grayson Waller in a triple threat match. Solo Sikoa is a Uso, so we're just waiting. I'm gonna wait for his story to continue to develop as a character. Grayson Waller, Grayson Waller, or however you pronounce it. Him and his accent, okay. And LA Knight, I think LA Knight is gonna he's like at the very top of the mid card. I wouldn't be surprised if the main event came up next, especially since they had two women's matches already in the show. There's gotta be that's good. See, these guys are at least regarded a little bit better now. We're looking for A's on NXT because something needs to be better than Raw and SmackDown. But either way, at least these cats gotta be. They called it non-stop action. It's turned up the whole time. That's good. And it's good for all three of them. So we'll work with that. Bam, Electra Lopez versus Erica Yan, whatever. Ron Breaker, Tommaso Ciampa, Kyle O'Reilly, Von Wagner. Got a bunch of things leading into the women's match. I'm telling you, like I said in the earlier video, I really think that right now WWE can stand to really try to capitalize on the women's division and make them look good. Leading into the women's match, well, we're going to see what the result was between these two. They got to see. Seems like there might be a whole bunch of extra things going on. Looks like we got a love triangle happening. But, whatever. Zion Quinn, I like him. I like the look on him. He looks like somebody that can work. It looks like a whole bunch of drama was going on during this match, so with the shenanigans, I'm ignoring. But now, Carmelo Hayes versus Pete Dunne in our assumed main event. D'Angelo step up. Okay, so Pete Dunne is in a really, really weird place because I haven't seen why outside of his UK run, I haven't seen why he's like, you know, I don't see why he's like I wouldn't say he's like the best, and we know he's great in ring, but I'm not really seeing the big deal personally. I know down the line we'll start to see it, but I don't know how he gets on promo. Like, I'm not too sure, and I think, like I said, leading down the line, we'll be able to analyze some of these promos better. Hayes, Trick Williams, that's fine. Tony D'Angelo, that's fine. Um, what else? Melo using the Gargano escape. Man, that's crazy. Then Loomis laid out wins. There's a lot more going on. Oh, okay, so this match got an A minus. As far as solid in-ring competitors, Peter Dunne is obvious. You know what I mean? So I guess he's a solid hand. We're gonna need to see more of him if he's gonna be around. That's how I feel. We need to see more of him, and he needs to have more of a promo. The mad face is funny, but let's do more now. Um, they definitely enjoyed the match. So it looks like with all of these NXT guys somewhere near a C plus overall because this match got an A minus. We got to do better than that. Now I'm not nobody coach. I'm just saying as far as this week goes, would I go back and watch this week's show? I think the cinematic shenanigans is enough for me to not care about the in-ring action, honestly. So, nah, I'm a pass. Perhaps next week, and we'll see if I would want to tune in the week after that. But I think this is the most healthy way to consume the product without turning into like one of these spazzes that be talking like all types of crazy shit and using all of the bad words and you know being mad at the boss even if he deserves it. I don't have time for that energy right now. So maybe another time, maybe another pay-per-view. Either way, that's the NXT recap. So subscribe.